Oh my gosh. That's a deeply selfish act. Yes, that is actually selfish. Oh, he's being a great friend. Again, this is the perfect depiction of, again, my favorite quote, mental health adage. We often suffer more in our imagination than in reality. The perfect case study for this, y'all. Hello friends, my name is Benoit Kim, a UPenn educated licensed psychotherapist and your favorite yapper. Welcome to my detailed psychological analysis of Horimiya episode 10. Remember, you matter, you're worthy, and we must begin with self-love and self-compassion. Sit back and I hope you enjoy.
寒い。明日からはマフラー巻いてこよう。
Again, another through line throughout the series where time is fleeting by, seasons are passing, and of course, their closeness is blossoming. Oh, here we go. Yo! Progress. I don't know how long it has been since they made their romantic date of picking up those fruitcake or roll cake and fruit tart, I believe. But then even him, the blue hair guy, is like, yo, that's progress. He's going from avoidance, denial, shame, guilt, and even bullying to saying hi and acknowledging each other. Progress. Yo. Bro. Are they hitting on each other? Are they flirting in front of Hori? What is going on? You want to get your ass cheeks clapped? Come on, flirt behind her back, not in front of her. Yo! What? Hold on. What has happened? And how much things have happened since their romantic date of picking up the fruit tart? Huh? And again, it's obviously comedic, but super wholesome to see Hori beating up the blue hair guy for a different reason. Not because of the bullying, but now they're too close. Jealously close. Oh? I'm not Shindo. Yo, he just threw Shindo off the bus. And obviously Shindo is also Izumi's best friend. I'm sure Hori's face is not showing right now, but just fire of rage out of love in her eyes. Man, I needed this comedic relief since recording Your Lie in April in the morning before my clinic days has been rough. So I've been looking forward to Horimiya every morning as a relief because it's wholesome, it is deep, it's amazing. Trembling. Tanihara, that's his name, Tanihara. Yo, Tanihara is like, all right, this is my chance. Let me tap into the scapegoat theory. Obviously, I talked about that in Taco P's Original Sin series. And we like to cognitively find a scapegoat, someone we can shift blame upon to A, remove our responsibility and accountability, and two, it's also kind of deflect our emotions. That's usually burden, guilt, shame, etc. Obviously, this scapegoat theory here is using it in a more benign comedic sense, but nonetheless, Tanihara is like, I've seen Shindo change his clothes in the privacy of Izumi's bedroom one time. Boom. Obviously, they're best friends. All of this roasting, scapegoat theory, all of this suggests that Shindo and Tanihara, they're also best friends. And of course, so is with Izumi, but comedic regardless. Yo. Shindo's right behind him. Yo. Yo. This could not have been a worse but more divine timing. I wonder if Hori is also gonna clap Shindo's cheeks.
進藤君、ちかちゃんとは仲良くしてる？
ああ、最近あっちの受験勉強が忙しくてさ、会ってねえな。
Uh-oh.
宮村とはしょっちゅう二人で用を渡してるんだけどな。
進藤、マックついてきて。俺、進藤がいないとバーガー食えないな。
何
宮村今だからでもいつ他の男に転がるかと思うともし私以外を選ぶのなら女にして
わかったっていうや
What? I can't even analyze it psychologically. Again, maybe it's the similar through line and psychological concept that I talked about in the previous episode. How our brains are prediction machines. Our mental modeling of this world is based on predictions, expectations that become normalized to help us preserve our cognitive energy, expenditure, and so on. Maybe it is that. That's why Hori wants to see Izumi being opposites of who he is. Very meek, mellow, passive, into being more violent, obviously consensually and all that. Maybe because of that, she's like, I don't care if you fell for girls because I'm confident. I am who I am. I don't have any inferiority complex. I'm not insecure against other girls. But guys are different. Of course, honestly, I don't really know where Hori was going with that. And now literally Izumi's debriefing with his boys. Like, so I had to promise her no guys yesterday.
そこを機能しただから男子は
別にいいがトイレはどうすんの
Ooh,
トイレはそりゃ行かないよ
言い切っちゃったよ
good luck with that, bro.
せっかくの休みなのに画材の買い出しくらい一人で行ってよお姉ちゃんついでに本屋にも寄りたかったし荷物一人じゃきついでしょ本屋は別
Until the snow melts is the title episode. Until the snow melts. Because when the snow melts, that means the winter is coming to an end. When the winter is coming to an end, spring is around the corner, which means life starts to blossom, plants grow, birds chirping, renewal, hope, transformation.
の日でもよかったじゃん
Oh, that's right.
やっぱり吉川さんだ何か買い物
Our favorite blind boy.
本とかメインは画材だけど
画材吉川さん絵描くんだ
これは私のじゃなくてお姉ちゃんのこれ姉
はじめまして
Stare. She felt the gaze.
柳茜と言います
どうもユキにこんなイケメンの
Hottie like you.
ますし
だよねユキには釣り合わじゃなくてお姉ちゃんうるさい
Yo. Yo, her sister is questioning her life. She's literally, her reality broke down. Sense of norm, logic, melted.
が身の程知らずで
I'm dead.
ユキがだよねユキがだよね
Yuki's leak.
言いたいことは分かってるからその目をやめろ
You let this high class meal go to waste? Oh,
ごめんねお姉ちゃんが
yo.
大丈夫なんか新鮮だったよ休日に吉川さんに会えると思ってなかったからあこのこと言ったら石川君に怒られるかな
柳くんは律儀だな
Yes, he is. Oh, come on. Go for him. Come on,
それ
Yuki.
は別に怒らないよ私は嘘つきだ
She is dealing with emotional incongruence. And emotional incongruence is a clinical term to describe when our thoughts and feelings are misaligned, when we're being inauthentic to our true self. And obviously, Yuki likes Toru, right?
あの二人付き合ってるらしいよ
Cool. Uh-oh. Oh, Yuki spread false rumors that she's dating with Toru to discourage against Sakura?
お似合いだよね
No, poor Remy or poor Sakura. No, oh, cookies, no.
誤解してるの知ってる
She's coming clean to Remy.
私よく知らない。なんか今日ちらっと聞かれ。
And also the classical just piano music in the background, just chef's kiss. It's like, I really, really like this show. Can you guys tell? Man.
付き合ってることになってるって
Bro. Oh,
どうしても
man.
言えな
Oh.
くて。
Because Yuki knows Sakura is a competition. She also knows that she likes Toru, and Toru has eaten many and many of Sakura's delicious cookies. So she knows that she's a triple threat. Smart, great baker, very tender, right?
私が本当のことさくらに言う。
It's like a confession.
ゆきちゃんが石川くんのこと好きだって認めたら黙っててあげる。
Ooh. Wow. Very fair, actually.
ずるいのはゆきちゃんの方。
Ooh. Goosebumps. Ooh.
そうだ。
Stabbing
ずるいのは
words.
私だ。 出て嘘ついた。私
Oh, Sakura's lips were tremoring. Did you see that? When she was running past her tremoring out of sadness and grief? Man. And again, obviously this is about Yuki and Toru and Sakura. But again, indirectly, this conversation speaks to how wholesome and great of a friend and a person Remy is. Remy is not outing Yuki, despite Sakura being Remy's best friend, despite feeling hurt, disheartened, and betrayed by Yuki's lie pertaining to her best friend Sakura. Because remember Remy's character setup and profiling. She is a person of empowerment. She empowers her student council president's boyfriend. She empowers Sakura. She empowers other people. That's how great she is. And even here, rather than outing her, scolding her, criticizing her, making Yuki feel like shit, right? Because she did lie blatantly. Instead, she's like, hey, I'll make a deal with you. Let's make a compromise. Let's meet halfway. I will keep this a secret to save your face and Toru's face and everyone. Only if you're being a little bit more honest and confront your feelings, stop being avoidant and running away, but admitting that you have a crush on Toru. It's a very, very fair compromise. Again, that speaks to Remy sees through Yuki's emotional incongruence that I just talked about. The misalignments between her feelings and her thoughts, or her feelings and actions, right?
人の唇ってあんな風に震えるんだって
Oh,
初めて知ったよ。レミちゃん。 そっか。ゆきちゃん、わかった。
what did Yuki say? She confessed something.
トールは別に私のこと好きでも何でもないのにな。恋人ごっこはあの日でやめておけばよかったんだ。トールが手なんかつなぐから。
That irresistible touch.
いいけど俺は
トールがついてくれてる嘘を私はこのまま本当にしたいのかもしれない。
On the very dude persona, he's actually very caring, very thoughtful, very tender. That's why she ate Yuki's burnt, crisp, I think, cookies, right? For the first time, despite ingesting all that cancerous burnt crispiness. That's how tender he is. And I wonder what is the real reason behind Toru agreeing to prolong this fakeness, this fake dating situation. I wonder if he really knows. I wonder if he understands and knows that Yuki has a crush on him. Therefore, he doesn't want to crush her heart, dishearten her, disappoint her. Or is it truly platonic and it's like, oh, one of my best friends asked me for a favor, so why not? I'll go along with it. I'm not losing anything. It could be both, but I wonder what the real intention is. Again, Toru is not as simple-minded as he appears to be. Maybe academically he is, but emotionally, interpersonally, he's a great guy.
でも
Demo.
それはきっといけないことなんだ。
That would never be okay. Why would that not be okay? Even if Toru ends up liking Yuki, she can never date him?
今日も雪来なかった。
もう何日目だっけ？
Oh no.
4日？今週入ってから来てないんだ
Oh
っけ？
no.
風とかかな。
風ならメールは返すわよ。
That's a lot, yeah. Oh man. 3-4 days?
ねえトール。トール？
あ、悪い。何？
ユキのこと。何ぼーっとしてんの？
吉川さんからメールの返事来た？
いや、俺にも帰ってきてない。もしかしたら家の用事なのかも。
Nope, you see that? Again, Toru is very present. He's very mindful. So the fact that he was spacing out and his pupils kind of dilated, did you see that? The micro expressions? I think he knows something's going on with Yuki. I wonder how much he knows.
でもテストの範囲が。
He definitely knows.
そうだね。
テストが嫌でダダこねてたら笑うな。
さすがにないでしょう。明日は来るといいね。
おう。
ちょっといい加減学校行きなさいよ。出席日数とか大丈夫なの？
We call that truancy, right? When you're truant, I don't know if Japan has like a truancy court, but obviously in the United States, from K to 12, there's truancy. It's by law, you have to attend. Otherwise, you'll get summoned to the truancy court. So I don't know if that's the same thing in Japan. And I think Yuki just dealing with shame, guilt, again, denial. Yuki is very avoidant. And I've said that since the very beginning. And her avoidance, her emotional avoidance is coming up. Ironically and counterintuitively, the more avoidant we become, it creates a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because again, as I talked about many times, whether we like it or not, for better or worse, we become what we repeat over time. The words we say, the truth we speak into existence, the behaviors we demonstrate. We become what we repeat over time. And Yuki, unknown to her knowing, she's perpetuating this cycle. She's becoming more and more avoidant. And the longer you're avoidant about a certain thing that makes you feel emotionally uncomfortable, although usually important, the harder it is to confront that thing, right?
返事くらいしろ。
The knife hand, bah!
堀さんって子から電話があった。携帯の電源切ってんだって。
Damn! For an adolescent high schooler, bro, nothing is more avoidant than turning off your phone. Although they're using their flip phones, none of them have a smartphone because, again, I forgot when Horimiya was filmed, but obviously it's an older show.
どうせまた欲しいもので。言わないでしょ。
Avoidance, sister
なんでか
knows.
知らないけど。
Avoidance.
別にね。何かを欲しがることなんて恥ずかしいことじゃないのよ。
It's a toxic, potent cocktail mixed with emotional avoidance and people pleasing. It's a deadly combo. Not for other people, but for the person who's suffering from that. But there is hope. You can relearn, unlearn, recondition, reprogram our emotional avoidance, people pleasing, and so on. Humans are social, emotional animals, and social emotional means we can learn skill sets, behaviors.
それが手に入るにしろ、入らないにしろ。
Amen, sister.
そのくせい。さっきいらないって言ったじゃない。
She's been avoidant since she was young. And then this over time becomes a victim mindset. Yuki plays a victim. She's like, I never get what I want. She people pleases for other people's sake. Because deep inside, she's not people pleasing for other people's sake. I won't beat this drum too much since I had a very passionate speech a while back. People pleasing is a deeply self-preserving mechanism. You're not doing it for other people. There's nothing altruistic about people pleasing. You're only doing it for yourself because you're afraid of rejections and disappointments. You want everyone to like you, but that's not possible. We're genetically wired literally fundamentally different. Different upbringing, different family, different dynamic, interest, genetic makeup, zip code, race. How can everyone like us if we're all different? That makes no sense. Yet, that's what people pleasers want. desperately because deep inside, they do not like themselves. They do not love themselves enough. So there's this deep void, abyss of void. So they want to be filled by external affirmations, external acceptance. External acceptance superficially will never fill that internal deep abyss of a void, period. And then over time, she plays the victim. I never get what I want. The world is not fair. But that's a self-inflicted pain. It's still painful. I feel deeply, deeply empathetic towards that because I too was a people pleaser many years ago. But I worked through it, right? So Yuki, there's hope. You got this. Yes. Empowerment. Take that power back.
あんたの悪い癖。
It is a bad habit.
そういえばもう作らないのクッキー。この前一回うまくいったやつあったじゃない。
Nice.
あれ美味しかったのに。
Aw. That's a great mentorship slash sister. Yuki's lucky that she has such an amazing older sister. One, she calls her out as it is. Guys, listen up. Real friends, real people that love you deeply, meaningfully, they need to call you out. We need to call each other out. We need to hold each other accountable so that they can become their best versions. They can self-actualize. We can self-actualize to become our best potential. Having yes men and yes women around us, either it's a therapist and so on, it's not helpful. It's only enabling. It's only conforming us and deepening us into our unhealthy habits, our character defects. We need to call each other out in a loving way without ego. Not for the sake of, oh, let me feel better by calling you out. No, calling each other out for the sake of each other's benefits. I like to say we need to be each other's speed bump, whether it's with our spouses, partners, best friends. We need to slow each other down, remind each other what is important, what is at stake. And that's what the sister is doing. You have this bad habit. You need to work on it, fix it. Stop playing a victim. Stop people pleasing. Because even if you people please to avoid getting hurt, you're getting hurt regardless. The biggest irony of people pleasing. But then she follows that up with gentle praise, affirmation. Hey, you stopped making those cookies. The last batch was amazing. Like Snow White, just like your name. I didn't know that. That's a cool meaning behind Yuki's name. Calling each other out while still showering each other with praises, affirmations, and love. Oh, pure white. So this episode is about Yuki until snow melts. Interesting. Yuki, will you transform in this episode? I hope so. Yo, wow. So many missed calls and text. Oh, Toru's concerns. And you see that? Well, before this rude awakening of Sakura confessing to Tori seems like. Again, this is the reason why people pleasing and being emotionally avoidant can be selfish. Because Yuki, again, it's not Yuki's fault. I get it, they're just high schoolers. But because of Yuki's avoidance, her shutting down, she got so many people worried about her. She infringed upon other people's well-being out of her desire for self-preservation by running away. That's why we need to work on our character defects and unhealthy habits. And habits are formed. Habits are learned. What does that mean? Bad habits or not, we can relearn them. We can recondition them. We can turn unhealthy habits into healthy habit formation, habit forming. And boom, avoidance. And yep, you see? When you run away, you miss out on opportunities. You're always too late to the party when you're running away. See? And then she comes, pretend nothing's wrong. Just all that suppressions, repression. Sorry guys, I'm getting a little bit frustrated because even with my clientele and clients, some of the clients with the most difficult presentations and issues are avoidance. Clients with deep avoidance tendencies are the most difficult clients to work with. Not because they are bad people or they're difficult, but clinically to work with their emotional avoidance tendencies is extremely difficult because they avoid. They avoid the feedback, they avoid coming to my sessions, they no-show all the time, they cancel last minute. They're not willing to put in a lot of the work because of the pain that comes with confrontation. So a lot of psychotherapists feel similarly, and it is generally among the consensus that avoidance is very, very difficult to work with clinically and emotionally. So anyway, let me just, this is just a show. She's a high schooler. There's a lot of hope, right? We can all get better. As long as she becomes self-aware though.
Yoshikawa.
One last thing, because I'm very passionate about this, as you guys can tell. Knowledge and insights doesn't mean shit unless we do something about it. Yes, information is power, but that power only comes to fruition when we apply that information. In other words, yes, information is helpful, but application is power.
来たの？うん。元気そうだよ。
It's all fake. All fake. All fake.
そうだ。テスト範囲変わったことを言ったっけ？メールで見たよ。もう最悪だよ。でも結局苦手なことは変わらないしね。
吉川、
I hope he calls her out.
ちょっといいか。
Yes, Toru, call her out. I'm telling you, Toru is very perceptive, right? I hope Toru calls her out. And I hope Yuki finally do something about it. Come on, Snow White. Come on, Toru. In a diplomatic, loving way. Let her have it. Wake her up.
私たちの恋人ごっこはきっとここでおしまいだろう。話って何？寒いよ。早く中戻ろう。
Avoidance.
私、堀にノート返さなきゃいけないんだけど。
メール。
ああ、河野さんの話。
俺
All the
さ、
pretending.
あの人に返事
I thought about you.
返事いらないって言われたんだけど。
Yo, shout out to Sakura for stepping up and finding that courage. Remember, like I said, we are only courageous in light of fear. Period. Shout out to Sakura's courage.
Huh?
Much respect.
え？いらない？
うん。ただ言いたかっただけだし。
Respect.
トール、その時言わなかったの？勘違いしてるよって。
それに吉川と約束したことだから。
Yaksoku. Yaksok, also in Korean,
じゃあ
promise.
約束なんてなかったら。
足りないでしょ。釣り合わねえ。
Bro, what's up with everyone thinking everyone is out of their league? Did you see Toru kind of had a little sweat drop? Does Toru also like Yuki? And all my speculation earlier, the reason why Toru was willingly playing along this pretend game like a freaking elementary school is because Toru feels the same way with Yuki. But maybe he also didn't want to burst that platonic bubble because there's always this tremendous fear about, oh my gosh, if I burst that bubble, if I cross that line, what if that impacts our invaluable, treasured friendship? And that is a very, very valid fear. Super valid. Whether you're a guy or girl, doesn't matter, right? Yuki, bro, please, Yuki, please.
そっか。じゃあもう食べれないね。
That's what you say about cookies? Forget the cookies. Confess your feeling.
くらいの中。
Come on. Man.
そうだな。
Oh.
てっきりこの人は優しい。
Yuki, please.
うるさいな。もう焦げないもん。私はずるい。河野さんは美味しいクッキーをたくさん作って。
Sakura made Toru cookies every day? Oh, man.
クッキーを出して話しかけて振られるって分かっていても自分。
That courage, man. Yes. Yes.
今だ
You're
っ
a
て
runner.
2人が付き合わないって分かってホッとしてるくせに受け入れてもらえなかったらと思うと。
Do something about it. Come on. Oh my gosh. That's a deeply selfish act. Yes, that is actually selfish. It's selfish because yes, she's trying to self-preserve herself, but she's trying to preserve her feelings above all else. She wants the best of both worlds. She wants to have it all. She wants to take zero risk, but enjoy the fruits of love and labor. That is fantasy. With risk comes with great reward. Yes, she wants all the reward without any risk. But look at Sakura taking so many risks. Besides, you think Sakura is not scared shitless? I'm sure Sakura was tremoring and so scared. Yet she still owned up and confronted her feelings. This is the reason why emotionally, Sakura will go farther than Yuki unless Yuki does something about it. Not even with Toru, but with the next boyfriends, right? We cannot have it all, guys. There's trade-off to everything we do. With either attention for you guys watching my video, you're not doing something else, or vice versa. Every action comes with a trade-off, full stop. But the question is, are we willing to bear through that trade-off for the sake of outcome that we desire?
あの人が温かな桜なら
Deeply frustrating. Man.
吉川の息白くなってる。
今年一番の冷え込みだって。
寒いなら寒いで雪でも降ってくれればいいんだけどな。
Now you're talking about weather, dude? How much more superficial small talk can you have, Yuki? Come on! Okay, let me calm down.
去年あんま降らなかったし、今年は少し楽しみでさ。
雪なんて降らない方がいいよ。
そうか？雪綺麗じゃん。
綺麗かも。
Oh, it's Yuki. Oh, literally even with pronunciation, it sounds the same. Yuki, snow. Wow.
最初だけだし、雪かき面倒だよ。
You see that? Yuki's putting herself down. Again, vicious cycle. Her avoidance, people pleasing, victim mindset. Oh, snow's not pretty. Nobody likes snow. It's gross. She's literally putting herself down. Man.
ああ、宮村とかこけそうだよな。
それに泥だらけの
Obviously, Toru is talking about actual Yuki, the white snow, and Yuki is talking about herself.
雪がいつまでも残ってたらみんな困るよ。
Victim
春
mindset,
になっ
dude.
て
Man.
溶けるの待たなきゃね。
I think Toru picked it up. Oh, I think this is when Toru picked it up. Toru's blushing. Toru does like Yuki. Oh my gosh, Yuki, come on, bro. Come on. Again, this is the perfect depiction of, again, my favorite quote, mental health adage. We often suffer more in our imagination than in reality. The perfect case study for this, y'all.
春になるから雪が溶けるわけじゃねえだろ。
See, at this point, Toru picked it up. I think finally Toru tapped into Yuki's insecurity, her brave wavelength, and now he is saying it. Let's go.
自分で溶けなきゃいけないって思ってるから溶けていくんだよ。
Interesting reframe.
どんなに周りが溶けない
Yo, goosebumps. This episode is about Yuki, but also Toru. Wow, Yuki, aka White Snow, decided to melt itself. No matter how badly everyone wanted to stick around. Because even when they're pretending holding hands, Toru was blushing. He was enjoying that moment. Yet Yuki, out of her own vicious, self-fulfilling cycle of avoidance and running away, Yuki the runner, she lets go of his hands and she literally runs. Wow, dude. Toru, you're a philosopher.
くれっ
Man,
て思っても雪がそう思い込んでんの。だから溶けんの。
deep AF. Will Yuki get that, bro? You need to spell it out for her.
あったかくなるから溶けるんだよ。
Oh my gosh.
お願いしたとでも言うのか？
Oh, yo! Yuki, please. I just want to shake your head non-violently because I'm a pacifist. How much more can Toru spell this out for you? He literally said Sakura, the freaking cherry blossom. Come on, please pick up what he's putting down, Yuki. I'm begging you, please. This is a painful episode for me.
何を言ってるんだろう、この人
You,
は。
bro. He's talking about you.
No, not me, you.
Yes, I am you.
Just answer the damn questions. Who are you?
I have told you.
Oh my gosh.
そんなこと真面目な顔してバカみたい。
Oh, Yuki got it, obviously. Okay.
嬉しい。
Oh my gosh. Are you gonna confess your feelings? Facts. Facts.
今日初めて笑ったじゃん。
なんでわかったの？
Oh man. Oh.
寒いから戻るか。
自分から屋上来たくせに何言ってん
Oh,
の？
they're holding hands.
まあ
They're holding hands. Her ears are red. She runs again. Oh my god.
早く雪降らないかな。 真っ白だ。
I'm gonna be so pissed if Yuki does not eventually profess her feelings and they start dating. Toru did all the footwork. Toru literally already laid down all the bricks, foundation. Yuki literally just has to walk on the road that Toru has paved down before her. I'm gonna be so mad. Yuki, please.
え、彼氏ができたって？さくらに？
ああ、なんというか最近明るくなった気がするんだ。
No, it's because the relief, I think.
逆だよ。
Sense of relief.
じゃあ今日塾だから。
Yeah, sense of relief.
ああ。
Sakura let go. Think about it, this kind of deep. Speaking of the Sakura metaphor that Toru was saying, freaking Toru the philosopher, bro, Toru the poet. Mad respect, my man. We only appreciate flowers and the beauty of flowers because they wither, they fall. Just like cherry blossom. Why do millions of tourists flock to Japan to see their cherry blossom scenes in April? Yes, of course, they're pretty, but the prettiest, most picturesque moments, the divine beauty of cherry blossom is too when the blossoms are falling. That's what Sakura did. She fell, aka let go of all that pent up emotions, depression, frustrations, angst, grief, by letting it out, by being authentic, by realigning her emotional incongruence, unlike Yuki. That's why she seems so much happier. That is the power of emotional congruence. When our feelings, our words, and our actions align. Yes, of course, we address our cognitive dissonance, but not just cognitive, not just thoughts, it's the emotions. Emotions, at the end of the day, is the most powerful influencer of our well-being, period.
彼氏ができたの逆って一体なんだ？
Single!
彼氏ではなく、しかし明るくなったことの逆。
Yo.
千石くん？なんで掃除してるの？
ああ、床の消しカスが気になって。
一年生に任せておけばいいのに。律儀ね。
Wow.
やはり。
Wow, Sakura's energy changed. Her tone changed. Shout out to the VA. Her facial expression changed. Her affect changed. Wow.
明るくなったよな。まるで何かが吹っ切れたような。
Emotional
掃除す
relief.
るときは窓開けなきゃ。レミは？
今日は塾の日だよ。
Oh.
ありがとう。
That's not to say Sakura is obviously over. She just, again, it is a weight off her shoulder. But of course, there's still reality. But again, every decision has a trade-off, innately so. And I'm sure she made that calculus. She made that decision, the trade-off. Willing to get hurt through rejection, but regardless, she wanted to come clean. Not to Toru necessarily, but to herself. Being authentic to her feeling. Mad respect to Sakura.
さくら、最近何かあったか？明るくなった。
She's smiling.
なんか俺の考えすぎだったらごめん。
Oh. I wonder if Sakura also understands and picks up on the micro expressions that maybe they're not actually dating, right? Maybe it is a rumor, falsely so. But regardless, I wonder if Sakura can still sense that Toru still indeed likes Yuki.
さくら。
That's not what he was saying,
さ
yo.
くら。
Oh. Oh, she's sad. Oh, she's sad. Oh. Oh, she's so sad, of
別
course.
に何もないの。
That's a trade-off. That's a trade-off.
告白する前に振られちゃった。そんだけ。
Oh. Oh, Sakura. Ah.
さくらを選ばないなんてどこの男だ。
Oh, he's being a
大
great
学
friend.
者だ。
He's like, I'm the student council president. I'm gonna expel him. Obviously, it's a joke. He doesn't have that power, right? But he's just being a great friend.
だろ。
Aww. Aww. Let it out, Sakura. Let it all out. It's okay. Cry to your content. Let it all out.
同級生が。誰も悪くないから辛いんだな。
Yeah. And it's snowing.
雪降り始めたな。
Oh man. Wow. I guess Horimiya has a similar setup as like Your Lie in April. The happier the setup is in the beginning, the more wholesome and emotional it gets. The president is right. It's only more sad because nobody is in the wrong. But again, it's not about right and wrong, but about already being true and honest and authentic to our feelings. Because if we can even uphold our feelings honestly, if we do not give ourselves the honesty, authenticity that we deserve, how can we expect other people to be honest, authentic toward us? If we do not own up and recognize and confront our feelings, why would anyone else do that for us? Even if they do, it will be superficial and external compared to our own self-affirmation, self-ownership. Remember, the void in the inside must be filled from within, aka from us. And then the external stuff, of course it helps. But those are cherries on top. What a beautiful episode in so many ways. As always, I hope you guys appreciate my yapping. And that was a really beautiful ending. Enough said. As always, smash that thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed. And again, shout out to Yappers for such an endearing show. Horimiya is quickly ascending to become one of my all-time favorites. It's just so deep. And remember, guys, we matter. We are worthy. Only if then, when we first recognize our self-worth. Let's be a little bit nicer to ourselves every single day. Until next time, peace.